Hi guys, Steve here, stevejess.com, and this is Fighting Fish in Miss Universe Thailand 2020. It's a story I've been working on after seeing an item on the Tiger News, link up there to a previous video, where they mentioned cockfighting arenas were opening up but not fish fighting ones. It just surprised me. I was thinking, what? Anyway, the reason for fish fighting staying closed was due to it attracting illegal gambling, whereas you can bet legally at cockfighting venues, or some ones that are registered. So the fish fighting's all new to me. I hadn't heard of it being something organised. Searched the internet. The only venue I could find was, guess where? Siamese, the very place where wet markets and illegal immigrants, where the COVID second wave outbreak came from. Betting on fish is big business in Phnom Penh, and so with Cambodians being some of the illegal workers, maybe that has something to do with Siamese being involved in fish fights. I did try, but I couldn't find any other place in Thailand where it seems that this happens. So the little fish is known in the West as the betta fish. The underwater brawler is popular in home aquariums for its iridescent body and many-hued tail. It's a freshwater fish that's native to Thailand and present in neighbouring Cambodia, Laos, Malaysia, Indonesia and Vietnam. One of these fish costs around about 200 baht, although some special specimens can fetch thousands. The fish used in fights are usually black, lightly speckled with blue, while others used in decorative aquariums have a wider range of colours, including red, orange, yellow and turquoise. Back in November 2016, a betta fish in the colours of the Thai flag, red, white and blue, sold for a record 53,500 baht at an online auction. So punters gamble on the winner, which is usually decided by a referee, although deaths in these contests have been known to occur. Deaths of the fish, not of the owners, that I know of. So fish fighting can attract large crowds, with gamblers packed closely together waving wads of baht in the air, Thai currency baht, in the air, making them a high risk for the spread of COVID. Fish fighting has apparently been popular for over 100 years. No matter where the practice began, the practice of fighting fish has spread from Southeast Asia to all over the world, including the Australian continent, North America and also Europe. The Siamese fish has a long history in Thailand, dating back to the Thonburi era, and the Siamese fighting fish was mentioned in the law code used in the reign of King Rama I. During the reign of Rama II, the fish was mentioned in the play script of Inal, a popular piece of literature written by the king himself. The fish are mostly concentrated in the Chao Phraya, apparently, with bettas discovered in the still waters of canals, rice paddies and floodplains where they are still found. It's debatable if they're still abundant in the Chao Phraya due to increasing pollution and habitat destruction. Thailand's waterways have changed over the years, with agriculture and commercial development driving out local species. The fish fighting contests involve dropping two male betta fish classified as betta splendens, which translates as splendid battler, or plakat as they're known in Thai. It's an implied knowledge of science and art. The participant is to know and apply biological science in the keeping and training of the fighter. Also, the player must create and use the art of manipulation over his opponent to deal with and eventually gain the advantage in the battle. During training sessions and before the owner carries his fighter into the ring to challenge, he has to check over every aspect of the fish in detail, which includes the structural form, mouth, scale, skin, and way his fighter swims and acts. The fighting fish is a mental exercise of human mind. I sort of copied this. This isn't my stuff. I'll put a link in the description, but I'm just letting you know what I've read. The fighting fish is also a battle of both emotional enjoyment and sadness. Win or lose, during the time the owner is watching the fight, he is in a state of emotional balance. The players talk, laugh, make jokes, and share in the highs of watching the various ways the fish fight and the lows of disappointment when his fish loses. Fighting fish is about psychological self-control. In the fighting fish game, there is a lot of challenging and boasting. Some people use bad words or resort to mockery and greed in winning the game. So it's said there is no real friend or real enemy in the fighting fish ring. The player has to take control of his feelings and mind, feel confident, be himself, and not allow himself to fall for the tricks played by his opponent. Once you enter the fighting fish ring, you are playing the same game as your fighter. Fighting fish is a social relationship. The fighting fish is the gathering place, the fighting fish ring is the gathering place of people of various professions, different ages and views. People come to share their opinions, drink soft drinks and relax. More than likely they're drinking beer, but anyway, obeying the fighting fish rules and respecting the traditional practices is a must though. Fighting fish are mirror opposite reflections of human life. Honest and pure, they do their duty with heart and without conditions. The fighter never escapes or avoids the fight even when his opponent's size is much bigger than he is. He will fight until he can no longer fight. The fighter's responsibility is to do his duty, to do the best of his ability and never offer excuses or express an unwillingness to do his duty, unlike humans who have so many excuses for avoiding duty. We'll try to avoid and bargain our way out of the responsibility and half-heartedly do our job. There are many times that the fighter has taught me to be more restrained and patient in the hard living of everyday life. So that's written by somebody who owns, trains and has a far greater involvement in this fish thing than I do, and the website will be put in the links below, but it's www.plakatai.com/knowingyourfighter. So it's far more detailed than the part that I read out there, and goes into caring for your fish, how to spot and treat mental problems in your fish, how to set up a training camp, illness prevention, and many more things. Siamese fish are available to be viewed for the rest of us at the Puntara Gallery in Bangkok. Well, more accurately, that's Smart Prakan, Bang Kachao, Pra Pradeng. Website again in the description, but the TripAdvisor rating is not great, with many scathing comments. Gallery itself is a 15-minute trip from Bangkok by boat across the Chao Phraya, which is, I think I touched on, said to be the beaters' native swimming grounds. So on the 5th of February 2019, the Siamese fighting fish was named or confirmed as the national aquatic animal, and I'll put a link to the Bangkok Post article for that as well. The reasons for making it the national animal is that it's due to the cultural and historical significance. So also previously in 2019, Icon Siam held the iconic Siamese fighting fish event, which aims to highlight the value of the newly confirmed national fish. So just if you weren't aware, Thailand was known as Siam until 1939. So that event at Icon Siam was in collaboration with the Department of Fisheries under the Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperatives, the Office of Small and Medium Enterprises Promotion, Optimum Better, Thailand Post, the local Siamese Fighting Fish Conservation and Development Group, and Golden Better Fighting Fish Farm. Just as another little bit of information, those of you who use iPhone, Apple used the picture of a Siamese fighting fish in the promotion of the iPhone 6. So getting towards the end of this, so what does this have to do with Miss Thailand 2020, Amanda Obdan, whose hometown is Phuket? So it wasn't just clickbait, there is a link. The short answer is that the national costume part of the competition, she will wear a costume inspired from the Siamese Fighting Fish. The dress was enhanced with the colours of the tricolour flag on the swaying fins. The pattern is a virtual pattern of the short-tail fish and the national flag pattern. COVID affected Miss Universe 2020 will apparently take place in the first trimester of 2021, but then another link I went to said that it's been scheduled for the 16th of May, which is second trimester. So there we go, we've got to the end. I hope that was interesting for you. I certainly benefited by doing some of the research and gained some knowledge on something that I had no idea about at all. And going forward, good luck Amanda in Miss Universe. And please guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe and share the video. It all helps. Thanks guys, bye for now.